So, there we have it. Also, graphics cards finally bloody arrived after a week and a half of delays. And it hasn't burst into flames in the box or anything. It's not overheated just yet. Oh, no, it's Noob that was going on about... Yeah, because Noob was getting the RTX 2080, weren't you? That was what was bursting into flames. What have you got, Solux? It's not a military haircut. It's more a case of just short enough that I don't have to do anything with it. That's all I'm on about. I'm all about the low maintenance. RTX 2070. Okay. And how much did that set you back? Anyway, I'll have a sip of me god-awful instant coffee. Then I have to worry about polishing it. That's another one of those out of context quotes, isn't it? That much then. Okay. Okay, so this is our heap of corpses. Can we remember... It was like we had to combo shots, didn't we? And there was a random aspect about it. It was trying to get the randomization to play into our favour. Oh, go on then. What's the online like then for Red Dead? Was it two people you knew, or was it two randoms? How are the servers and actually queuing in with people you know, I wonder? Yeah, we knew it was shortened. Right. Remove all the corpses. Right, so... Deploy a damaged unit by number of cards, damage a random enemy nearest... Yeah, so we hit the loyalty. We can get them to ping random ones. And the 3 to adjacent. Right.
I'm a monster.
So, what did we figured we had to do it after like the third turn or something, wasn't it? Oh, you kept getting disconnected. Oh. Do you know whether it was a So obviously, let's face it, most publishers and that favour, what is it, American servers first, then it tends to be European, then it tends to be like Asian or Pacific servers last. Do you think it might be that priority's going elsewhere and you're getting missed out, or what? Right. Do we want to start chopping down the back line? I can't remember how we did this. Okay, so we've knocked down the back line a fair bit. Was it 3 or 4 where we actually triggered? I think it was on the third one. We'll try on the second. 2 shots go out. Like I said, my head feels less like it's full of cotton wool, but this still doesn't mean I can do the maths of this. Blamed it on the amount of people playing, though we didn't rule out the potential bug that kept disconnecting. Okay.
Give me a target.
We could go for that and clear all the back. But then we can't fit any more on that row. But if we put one on there, we wouldn't be able to kill one completely anyway. I say we go with the guaranteed. Doesn't matter. Right, we have the loyalty back.
Our ballista, your command.
We can do at least this. Hit with the loyalty. Hope it lands on one of these guys. There we go. Right, we're going to get the combo. Oh, we didn't get the combo. So far there's been very little toxicity that we've experienced. Well, so far, I mean, it is only like testing and people are playing the game rather than trolling each other. It won't be until the full release you'll actually get that. Okay. Well, we can do at least 3 points of damage. We do... No, we should get 4 points of damage, shouldn't we? So we can more than likely clear this entire line, I would think. Yes. Right, that's the entire line dealt with. We pass. We can do 5 points of damage. So do we go with that? Or do we throw one out at the top? We've got to try for this. We've got to hope the combo works. Oh no, it's not, because this is not going to delete them all. It's going to end up with 3 points. And even if this combo clears the entire back top line, which it won't. Yeah. I'm not sure how we get this to work. We'll take another crack at it. But this is where we were trying to figure out how could we get the randomization to work in our favor? And how can we make enough space that we can actually fit enough arbalists down? So we did it on, what, the second turn there? With the loyalty. And we got a hit in. With the loyalty right at the end. So we probably do need to do it on the second go around. Given that online was just released and that it's console war. Yes, true. It is all the console based stuff. We're not too worried about modders and hackers right now. Decided to head to our in-game posse because I have a knowledge about that online. Okay, so the areas are very much the same, are they? There's well, not so much areas, but kind of events and NPCs and things like that, are they similar in the online as they are in the base game?
Our ballista, your command.
Very similar to the GTA Online-ish. So, I mean, where is it differing? Also, because you can't use cell phones, how are they getting around people contacting each other and things like that in Red Dead? Okay, so we said we were going to do this. Okay, 2 shots on 1. Okay, that helps. That does help.
Armor wants it.
Okay, we're already slightly ahead. Can't contact one another that I know of, but we can buy stuff wherever the world we are through a catalogue and everyone carries. Okay. Okay, if we fire off the... This should give us 6 points, shouldn't it? Because there's 6 on this line now. So I should be able to do this. Yes. We can use our loyalty. Ooh, oh. Is this still remnants of when you were feeling sick a week or so ago? Well, it's almost 2 weeks now, isn't it? That's not particularly helpful, though. We need 2 of these to clear the back lines. But we need to at least fire 1 at the top and hope we get the cascade effect.
Give me a target.
So we can clear the lines.
Our ballista, your command.
Then we can... But it doesn't matter whether we do 4 or 5 points.
Armor wants it.
We're going to... it does actually matter. Because we are going to have to do some damage to the top here. I just hope. Are you all going for the first line? You're going to all go for the first line, aren't you? Damn it. Yeah, we need to start damage on the back line because they always go for the front line. No, 2 weeks ago you had stomach bug. This was gastro because you had the shits as well. Okay. 24-hour type thing, or are you still, you know, cramping in the corner, you know, shooting out of both ends? Okay, so we know we have to target the top with... Although that was for the random, wasn't it? We started on the front. We've got to target the top somehow. And get some damage going out that way.
Armor wants it. We go with a random.
2 shots on 1 person. No. Splitting it again.
One bolt.
Okay. Let's fire some damage at the top then. We'll make sure we've got
Give
some
me a
space by doing this. We can...
Our ballista, your command.
Well, we can guarantee 6 damage. So let's... We could potentially clear the top row. Well, not clear it, but still do enough damage. Okay, that's a lot better off. Now let's hope the loyalty actually pays dividends here. Okay, we got a 0, so we are going to actually... Not enough, though. Okay, okay. Well, we can start whittling this down. Say it was about 6 hours. Threw up 3 times in 4 hours. Then poorly feeling. It was just shits. It was well, by that time it was probably everything was out your system. There was nothing else to purge, really. It's still all going to go on the front line, though, isn't it? This is the problem. Well, we can blast that. Clear our back line. We can loyalty. This will probably kill the front line, but there's still going to be 1 guy of 3 points there. Because we don't get the shot on the back row. We need to clear the back row in 1 fell swoop. How the hell can we clear the back line in 1? How many cards does it require? Need at least 3 cards to clear a line, we've figured, isn't it? So one, we can do that. We can start it. One starts it. 2 follows up. Then, yeah, we need 3 to clear a line. So we need 3 to clear the back line. We need 3 to clear our lines. And how many cards have we got? We've got 8, not 9. Shit. How the hell do we do it? Still say we do loyalty on the second turn. Still not helpful. Okay. We know we're going to need at least 3. We're going to need to make space.
Our ballista, your command.
Right. Still need the 3rd one. Do we ping straight away? Or do we delay? No, we need to ping straight away in order to get the last combo. No, no! Shit! That was a misclick. This whole thing's ruined now. Shit. We're gonna do it. I think we're close to the how we do it, but it's the random factor is the problem. During the character creation, you all agreed on one thing: Red Dead Online characters are fucking ugly. That it looks like their mums and. I mean, you know, there wasn't a lot of genetic diversity out on the plains, clearly. Then. I mean, we could do like try and get it 1 level earlier. Let's try it a stage earlier.
Give me a time.
Right.
Our ballista, your command.
Put one out there. Yeah, we need to make space so we can actually play some more cards. And then we go loyalty because we've got it available to us. Okay, so the combo is going to start working. Well, not massive amount, but still. Start clearing the back, so we can still fit cards out. It's not like we're going to be getting stuck. And then the last 3, we do need to clear our back line.
1 boat's all I need.
Yeah, we have to clear our lines. So we need these 2 cards to do that. Right. Do we get lucky with the combo? No, because we're going to need both these cards to do that. How the hell do we do this? So we need both these cards to clear these 2 lines. So we can't clear the top. Okay, so we tried first, we tried second, I'm pretty sure we tried third. Do we hold off? Do we try it on the 4th turn with the loyalty? Then we're missing out on an entire round's worth of damage, aren't we?
Our ballista, your command. Armor wall.
Give ourselves some space again. Let's get some damage out there. Okay, I'm going to try it on the 4th. So let's see if this does any different. I mean, we're trying different things each time. Okay, on the 4th. Yeah, even with 4 out there, we didn't start the combo. And we need 3 of these cards to kill.
Give me a time.
Yeah, we're still missing out here. Because we need all 3 of these cards to clear our back line.
Our ballista, your command.
Yeah, because we also have to consider we're not going to do 6 points of damage if we clear that one. We'll only do 5 points of damage.
Armor won't save.
I suppose we can still stick it on the back. Yeah. The random factor on this one. This has got to be one of the most difficult puzzles in the game. We're like 1 card short of being able to do this. I know I've got to kill them all. I just can't. If we had 9 Arbalists, that would be great. But we don't. We only have 8. We could do it with 9.
Our ballista, your command.
I still think we have to go on the 2nd turn with the loyalty thing. But anyway, how you doing, Fizz? Yeah, I still think we have to have, like, in the last position as well. Try this. I knew this was going to be one of those where I'm just going to be banging my head against the wall. So, it was that when we left off 2 weeks ago. So, part of me was looking forward to coming back to this. Part of me wasn't, because I knew we were going to have trouble here. Oh, your mum's coming for dinner. Well, I mean, it's probably going to be slightly longer stream today, because we will be switching over at 5, so I can play some Just Cause. Because the embargo lifts at 5 o'clock today. Right. Throw out that loyalty. Get 2 shots on 1 card. No! Why not? Why can't you get 2 shots on 1 card? That would have been enough. Well. Okay, we need 2 cards to kill our lines.
Our ballista, your command.
And it still leaves 3. Seriously, how the fuck do you do this? Because, I mean, the combo may well. It doesn't really matter which one we do. Combo will hopefully clear their line, but we're still going to be left over with a 1 card of 3 there. Doesn't matter who I do. See, they're all going to die, and then there's just going to be 1 card left. But friends don't help clean other people's houses. Shift a bit of furniture, maybe. You know, you've got a couch that needs moving. I'd be more likely to volunteer to help cook the food than actually clean. Let's call it help me shift furniture then. Of course, the joys of console gaming, capped frame rates.
1 bullet's all I need.
Okay, let's try this slightly differently. I don't know how we can do this slightly differently. I still say we need this at this point.
Our ballista, your command.
We get a damage on our back line. Let's start
Armor won't sir.
clearing some space for ourselves. I'm going to put out the random damage first before playing my card. No, still doesn't help. Because we need 3 armless to clear a line. Whether it's the back line or one of our lines. And we have 8 cards. So how the hell can we do 3 lines with 8 cards?
One bolt all I need.
Okay, we've cleared that line.
Give me a tag.
Right. Before sending the damage, let's hope. Right. These should all clear. No, they don't, because they hit a brick wall of 4. The random factor on this is it's impossible. So, I mean, even if we play this now,
Ballista, your command.
we'd still be left with a 3 on the back line here. No, not even that. I think we have to admit defeat on this one. We've spent an inordinate amount of time trying to figure this one puzzle out. I know when I'm beat. Well, I'm beat on it. It's the random shots. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Though I don't know how. As I said, it requires 3 arbalists to clear a line. We definitely need to clear our 2 back lines. Because the random shots don't go to those. And then all the random shots go to the front available line. And it's not 1 by 1 either. They all do all the spam shots. So even if they like destroy an entire card, they still fire out all the shots and then pop all the individual ones. So there is a big random factor to it, but I don't know. Anyway, what have we got left on the map? We know we're not doing that puzzle. Okay, we've got question marks, points of interest up here. This is the main quest. We've gone down here. Okay, so it is just a couple of question marks up here. And then the main quest. Okay, so we go to the fast travel and then the question marks. But these merchants or something, they might have been. Also, did we check everywhere for like hidden stashes? Yeah, we couldn't get into there. Well, there probably is. It's just my brain is not figuring it. Right. No. Where was our closest one? That was our closest one. Ah! Come on. It's been a couple of weeks. There we go. Right, and then it was which path? We want to go around and then take the left path. So, up here? Yes. Oh, there you go. Stash. Yoink.
Coming across a small brook, Meve ordered her soldiers to replenish their water supplies. When they returned, it was with empty water skins and troubled expressions.
Milady, the water tastes of blood. Not like black pudding, mind, but rancid, filthy.
Meve had no choice but to march on. She gulped dryly and wondered how to interpret this strange event. An omen, perhaps? A warning
or
from
dead
the
bodies
gods?
upstream, maybe.
She soon learned the truth. Following the brook upstream, the Lyrians arrived at a small pool. Bobbing on its surface were dozens of corpses. A young woman caught Meve's gaze, her long hair spread delicately atop the water, wide-open eyes reflecting the sky, a fine nose peppered with freckles, and a gaping wound slashed across her throat.
We shall stop here.
The Queen said, calmly.
Bury the
and
dead.
give these souls a proper burial.
Yeah, there you go.
Reynard, send scouts. Tell them they are not to return.
Some
until they
RNG can be
ascertain what has
fun.
happened.
When you have, like, those RNG decks in something like Hearthstone, but they just have lots of, like, really fun, weird combinations. I do like those. But when there's a single way to figure out a puzzle, but there's an RNG factor to it, that, my brain is just not getting around.
A while later, they brought with them a barefooted peasant they'd found hiding in the woods. They claimed he hailed from Horton, a nearby village, the village whose inhabitants had been murdered.
Them black-clad wretches stormed the village, milady. The devil free gave at the fore. Rounded us right up, took us down to the lake. Whole village, mind. Then chop, chop, and splosh, splosh. It was I alone gave him the slip.
Meve listened to the man's
How
tale,
did he get away,
then
though?
placed him in the care of her medics and ordered the Lyrians to break camp. She rode at the head of their column, Reynard at her side, her knuckles gripped white on the reins.
Do we know where this Frigef is stationed?
Our riders report he's pitched camp to the east.
Then let's pay him a call.
They killed all. Like Rosberg. My lady, please. Make them pay.
Milka, Bezrad, Kristan, all killed. Souls snuffed out to the very
Also,
last.
the game audio, the voice audio sounds a lot quieter than it has been. Also, wood piles. Yeah, we'll take. Oh, there we go. Your Majesty, our scouts found a fresh grave not far from the village. Its engraving is Nilfgaardian. Seems an invader was laid to rest here, judging by the tributes left. It must have been someone important. The Horton slaughter still has our soldiers livid. And they wish to destroy the grave. Shall we leave them to it? No, the dead need to not be disturbed. Take any tributes, leave and rest untouched. Do I want to take the hit? This feels like the moral thing to do. We've gone more on the kind of moralistic point of view when it's been dealing with the dead and things like that, like we did with the elven bandit leader sort of idea. We allowed him to be buried properly. RNG should be used for any purpose other than to bring in variety. Luck should never take the make or break element. Yeah, that's a very valid point. You know what? I'm going to take the morale hit because I feel like messing with the grave is going to end up biting us in the ass. Even if it's like the medium one. So I'm actually going to take the morale hit. Clearly the camp is going to be this way, yeah.
The Lyrians had no trouble finding Vrigev's camp. It was the size of a sprawling town. Meve stopped her caravan and called for a council. The first to speak was Reynard.
Seems our scouts were both right and wrong, Your Grace. They did pinpoint General Frigef, the Butcher of Horton. Unfortunately, they underestimated his detachment. It is much larger and better armed than our own.
Element of surprise. We
That
still have to
changes
seek
nothing.
vengeance.
Meve said, forestalling all protest.
If I leave him unpunished, without so much as an attempt, I shall never be able to face my reflection again. We must attack.
Reynard bowed and passed the order to the Lyrians. Later that same day, Meve and Vrigev's forces stood face to face on the field of battle.
Can I use my wombo combos? Special rules, short battle. Okay. Right, so we don't... Ah, but it isn't specialised deck. It's not a predetermined deck. Meve expected General Vigris' countenance to to parallel his villainy. She imagined a face disfigured with scars, yellow teeth, and a sinister eye patch covering a hollow socket. Instead, she bore witness to a distinguished gentleman in his 40s. With a meticulous trimmed beard, he appeared to be rather, well, normal. Okay. Do we get access to our deck? If so, we can hope for our ridiculous combo. Okay, right. We've got to fish for it, though. Oh, and we picked up the bone talisman. That was from the refugees, wasn't it? Okay, let's get rid of... Right, we want Reynard. Well, not necessarily. We don't necessarily need Reynard in our hand, as long as we can pull him from the deck. We do want Xavier. We'll lose one wagon. We'll lose the field medic. We'll lose the other field medic.
Frigef!
Okay.
It's time you pay for your crimes!
Okay, so Palisades. Permanent, resilient, doomed. Permanent, resilient. Every turn, on turn start, boost a random ally by 2. Give it 2 armor. Destroy all Palisades. Boost all enemies in hand, deck, and on the battlefield. So all enemies. So, oh, it's going to boost at us, because it's enemies. Yes, okay. After an ally is destroyed, move its position. Well, it can't move forward. Can we do 35 points of damage? Also, have we got armor? Yes, we have. Okay, well, we're gonna toast the back line. And how long's my recharge on this? Now it's 4 turns. No, 5 turns. I'm gonna get damage going out anyway. They can both die to the fire, if we're lucky.
You deserve to die!
Every turn on turn start, damage the lowest ally by 10 and boost the highest ally by 5. Okay. Right, well, do we want to give ourselves a boost?
This could hurt.
Let's try and get the gate down. Well, we can do 2 points of damage. Let's... I suppose we should try and kill the boss. We don't need to use him straight away, though. Let's actually put the war wagon out.
You can try to win them all, but you won't.
Right, he's starting to hurt. Good.
The wholesomeness.
Damage an enemy by 2 whenever it's an ally appears. Gain 1 charge. Okay, those are going to be a pain in the ass. Because he's also got a charge as well.
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
Well, the infantry's just there. They're not doing any damage to us. No, the 68 is a pain in the ass. Okay, this isn't actually doing any damage to it. The resilience is meaning the fire isn't actually affecting it. I was hoping it would do a little bit of tick damage. Oh no, it did. It did actually burn the shield a little. Not a massive amount, though. Give all allies immune. Shit. Well, we can do 8 points of damage. That's not too much of an issue. Yeah, we should do that straight away.
One boat.
Oh, we've got a bunch of 4s. How lucky. What the hell do you do? Damage the lowest by... Can we actually see what that was? Damage the lowest ally by 10, boost their highest ally by 5. Okay, so it's similar to the general's own ability.
As ordered.
Let's find out what the mysterious ability is then. I guess... Let's give it to the dog. Okay, so it destroyed one of our things? Damn those slave drivers. Let's pull back one of these guys. Then we can put the Arbalist on there and do a few bits of damage. No, it's not going to be 12, unfortunately.
Give me a target.
And with the loyalty, we can finish you off. Well, we didn't get our combo, but we still managed to get it.
The Lyrians won the day, despite their foe's distinct advantage. Historians later ascribed Meve's victory to her light troops' superior maneuverability in the difficult terrain compared to the plate-clad Nilfgaardians. But if you ask me, that wasn't it at all. A storm of fury had been quietly gathering in the Lyrians' hearts, a squall of rage stoked by the Nilfgaardians' unparalleled cruelty towards the conquered. And no one embodied this barbarism more perfectly than General Friggev. Meve's men were ready to sacrifice anything to see him punished. They dragged the defeated general before Meve. The Queen wished to learn why he'd ordered the execution of an entire village. How the Nilfgaardians could possibly justify such a crime.
2 weeks prior, I'd sent a detachment to Horton to procure feed. Captain Gaynor commanded it. While he was verifying their grain stores, they barricaded him in the barn and put it to flame.
The Queen listened to the general's story, her face a mask, betraying
So is that going to be the dead body?
One man was murdered.
Friggev raised his eyes to Meve's. The Queen was surprised to see them wet with tears.
Yes, my lady. My son.
The General's simple words bore pain, grief, and a thirst for revenge that would never be slaked. The Queen had to decide what to do with Frigga. No doubt the General had earned punishment, the harshest possible at that. Yet, such a weighty personage could fetch a hefty ransom, and Meve's army desperately needed the gold.
Ransom the General, execute the General. Ransom was going to give us money, executing him is going to give us high morale, probably. Yeah, I'm going to execute him.
To respect the generals of my enemies. That even in captivity, their arms should not be taken from them. Their guards should greet them in salute.
The Queen said.
But you, Frigga, you are no general. Merely a cutthroat dressed as one. You shall die like the good folk of Horton. Quickly. Summarily.
Frigga received the Queen's decision with sang-froid.
Yeah, I told you it would be a morale boost.
He neither struggled nor begged for mercy. He simply laid his head on the trunk. A short moment later, it rolled onto the ground to the Lyrians' deafening applause.
I mean, we're not hurting really for cash, so that's not too much of an issue. Go on, give me the money. Give me the stuff. There you go. Also, we're getting a fair bit of loot from just walking around the camp as well. Anything hiding in this corner? Maybe? Can we get up there? No, we can't get up there. So, collected all the swag. Right, where are we on the map? You are here, there's the puzzle one, and then right-clicking. I shouldn't right-click, left-click. So we're going to have to go through this village to our final main quest. Fine, we'll take one last stab. This is going to bug me. We have to try. Where are all those corpses gone again? Where'd the bodies go? I'm getting lost. Oh, right. Out of here. Up and down. I thought it was down like this way. Someone already executed a whole village and holding them collectively responsible for the murder of his son. Yeah. I mean, like I said, all we would have got out of ransoming him was cash. Though I'm wondering what would have happened if we desecrated the grave of his son. Because that one grave has got to have been the son that died, isn't it? I mean, is there any other way? So we've been like focusing on one end. If we focus on a different end, is that going to make any difference? We go a couple in. I don't think that does anything particularly different. And what were we doing? We were doing it on the second turn for the most number of yeah, do it on the second. Spread out the shots.
Our ballista, your command.
Right. Yeah, we're switching it up by, you know, instead of attacking the second one, we've attacked the third one in. To see if that does anything different.
Armor won't sir.
Gonna need to make space. And we're still left with one. So we still need 3 to kill a line. Though the problem is now... we can't... We've killed so many in one turn. We can only do 4 points of damage. So all we could do is really one of these guys? Because we're not going to be able to hit the back line. Yeah. Well, we can only stack on here, but now we're not going to be able to kill a line. Well, we know we need... No, we still need 3, because we still have to kill this guy. We can put here, we can do 5 points of damage, so we could either clear that, or make a move on that.
One bolt I need.
At least we can get 6 points of damage.
Give me a target.
Yeah, we have to kill it. Look, they're all going to fire at these. I don't think they're going to fire at the back line. Every single one of them. No, they are actually firing at the back line. Okay. But it still leaves us without.
Our ballista, your command.
Oh, and that's 5. I should have put it there. Yeah.
Our ballista, your
Make some
command.
space. Make some space.
Armor won't sir.
Kill those. Oh, we did. We missed a turn. Okay, well.
One bolt's all I need.
Again, we need to make space. Well, I mean, because it's not perfectly matched, so we can do centralized ones, but there's still going to be a slight discrepancy. So the central on there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so it's either 4 or 5.
Armor won't save.
And then we will give ourselves the boost. 2 shots on 1 target this time. We'll go position 4. We need to make space for ourselves, so we'll do that. And it still leaves us with 1.
Give me a target.
Well, we can do 4 points of damage. We do that. Okay, well, we actually cleared the whole of the back line. Now we need these 3 to clear all these. So what would it be? 1. We'd be able to do 5 points of damage. So we'd only be able to hit one of the 3 cards. Well, we'll get our additional damage out. Yeah, we're still going to have to wait for the combo. Okay. We can only hit this in hope of actually killing something. I'm not sure what in particular we did different there, but it was something.
Armor won't save.
Well, I guess we can get the 6 points for that. Clear ourselves, and then just hope. 2 shots have got to go on something. There you go. There we go. We finally got it! We got a skull for it. This card has been added to your army. Yeah, okay. What did the mysterious item do? We killed one of our own, but we gave 4 others a boost, didn't we? I think we probably get rid of that. Let's pitch camp. So the skull... Banish any number of units from your graveyard, then damage all units on a row by the amount banished. Transform enemy into a jade figurine and move it to your hand. Play a random bronze unit from your deck. Highest ally. I'm going to lose the bone talisman. And then I'm going to... I want something that can maybe work into our combo. So, orders and charge. Do any of these help in that fact? Not really. They're either a boost or a damage, aren't they, really, more than anything? Banishing's not going to help. Well, it's transform an enemy. So presumably we could use that on any enemy. So we could take out, like, a really heavy hitter. It doesn't say random, though. It normally says random if it's going to affect a random enemy or random character. It just says an enemy. So presumably we can direct it. It doesn't specify either. The fact that it's not specific makes me think we just click it and we can drag it like something like the bear. Transform a damage unit. It's a singular, so it's saying we can direct it. That'd be a good way of bringing stuff back from the dead. We've got a little bit of that. Because we do have medics, don't we? We've got a couple of medics. But do we want to destroy the highest ally? Probably not. Restraint? Which one's restraint? Thunder, Talisman, Mandrake, Bear. Oh, the restraint's the effect. What does restraint mean again? Cannot target bosses. Ah, yes. But not necessarily bosses. It would be... We could, because it's only at higher cards, isn't it? I mean, we've used Bear quite well in the past. We get something down to really low levels and then just throw out a honking great big bear to give us a damage boost. Maybe I just take the thunder. It gives us more direct damage, doesn't it? And that would work with the fact that we've got the war sword or whatever it is. The broadsword, damage an enemy unit. I mean, we've not picked up any other weapons, have we? No. So we've still only got the three weapons. Turned into Monty Python there. 1, 2, 4, 3, sir. The fact that there's spaces here, I reckon there'll probably be other weapons we can get at some point. Also, did we want to add any other cards in? Healer, choose a bronze ally. No. Leave that as it is. With the amount of money and wood we have now, is there any upgrades we could possibly get? That would be worth our time. What's the one where we actually can use more provisions? 10% loot. Cap. Could equip 4 trinkets. Maybe. Increase recruit. That's the provision thing, isn't it? That might be worth it. Depends on whether we want to get new people. Sapper, Hajuk. Infiltrator, Forager, Alchemist. You know what? I'm going to up the provision count. So presumably that means we can actually... Yeah, we can have much bigger then now if we wanted. I mean, these are classed as bronze, aren't they? The Merlot could work. Because, I mean, these guys are pretty beefy. And then we boost that up to... Nah. No, we'll leave that be. We'll leave at the minimum 25 for the time being. But we've got space enough if we want to beef up the deck, we can do. We're about to walk into the final fight. We have got a morale boost, so we should be alright. And we'll just have to hope our combo is going to work for us.
We're safe behind these walls. At least for now, we are.
The Lyrians stood within 5 miles of Aldersburg, when the road, which until now they had travelled alone, suddenly filled with all manner of folk. Peasants, merchants, and wounded fighters in tattered uniforms. They trod solemnly in the opposite direction, their worldly possessions on their backs.
Aldersburg's fallen, my lady.
Sighed one of the refugees with a forlorn shrug.
Outer walls breached. King still defends the old town, but black-clad goats are winning. We'd best turn back before it's too late.
We've nowhere to turn to, good man.
Time to go reinforce the king.
On her horse.
Follow me.
The queen galloped so fast the wind squeezed tears from her eyes, the Lyrian cavalry close at her heels. Hoofbeats thundered. We're going to leave all the infantry behind. We're just riding in with the cavalry. For the charging riders. It's Ride of the Valkyries. Soon they set eye on Aldersburg. A red glow filled the horizon. The wind carried screams and the clanking. Okay, do we have to take down a load of siege machinery, though? Turning to dust in the Nilfgaardian sun. The Nilfgaardian force moved to block the Lyrians' way. Without slowing, Meve cut down the infantryman who tried to drag her from her saddle with a hook. Her head in a winged helmet fell to the ground, leaving a bloody track.
Lyrians! Attack!
Meve shouted.
Take no prisoners!
Well, so far we haven't really taken prisoners. We've either saved people or killed them. We've not really taken prisoners at all, have we? Story battle, standard battle, okay. Invading forces ignored the Lyrians at first. After all, the Nilfgaardians were better equipped, better trained, and most importantly, held a considerable numerical advantage. However, their supremacy quickly began to vanish. Black-clad soldiers fell one after the other to the blows from Meve's infantry. Nilfgaardian commander watched in disbelief, trumpeted for reinforcements. Okay, so they're going to keep reinforcing themselves, so that's what we've got to pay attention to. Less chance of the war crimes, yeah. Anyway, how are you doing, Pixel? We will take the Wagenburg. We will take Ike. We'll keep our blacksmith because we've got 3 trinkets. We might as well. Let's lose the strays and the forager. The war wagon and the Wagenburg could work well together. Is this the last battle? I don't think so. I think it's the last battle of Act 2? Unless this is only a 2-act game? I think we should be okay. I don't really want Renard. I want Black Dahlia, whatever her name is. The last battle of this chapter, at least. It was classed as a story fight. No, we don't need the doggy. Okay. Well, at least we got bombers.
Not now.
Right. Every turn on turn start boosts adjacent units by 1 if this unit has armor. So we got to take out that guy's armor if we can. Draw a copy of this unit. Death Wish. Discard all copies of this unit from hand and deck. Well, we can... How much damage can we do? We can do... Kill them all. Well, I'm gonna... Throw out the bombs.
Catch!
And damage to all those guys. Okay, so this could actually be the last battle. I thought... I almost figured there was like 3 chapters to this. We're going to ask the help of the king we're riding to aid. Damage an enemy by the number of your allied units. Oh, sorry. By your allied untas. So there's still a typo in here. After 1 turn... Sorry, what was that? After 1 turn, on turn start, summon a copy of this unit. Well, all your armor's gone, so you're not actually protecting him. So you're just going to make more friends now. Okay, I guess we get the Wagenberg out. But you've got that. Great. I mean, we could use the thunder. Should we bring down the thunder? That's going to kill that guy completely, and it should kill those 2. And then we maybe... Oh, and it pulled our doggy as well. Okay, well... We'll see what he pulls, and we might actually just pass then. Yeah, exactly. And we're in a good position here. Because we can still even pull the trinket we just played. Well, unless he's got something that could take out a heavy hitter. I say we get this guy out on the board first.
Blast it. Press chase.
Yeah, you're... Sorry, how many times can you use that? Cooldown of 3. It's Black Railer, by the way, yes. I knew it was something. Black Dahlia is something altogether different. Do we want to mark that guy yet? No. Let's just put this out and then we can get the Arbalist going. You may be able to shoot one of these guys. That's fine. You didn't take out one of these guys, but then you'd take 6 damage anyway.
Give me a time.
Do I want to take a swing? There's no point taking a swing, because we can kill him and we don't get the benefit of that. Forget it. What should we do? What should we do? Let's just... we've got a bevy of choices here. Well, let's just take you out. You'll do extra damage to him. And then let's... That's on deployment, so we don't want to do that yet. Let's play Xavier.
My scars? No, they don't hurt.
Alba!
Next time an enemy uses its order ability, boosts south by 2. You know what? You're worth marking.
We'll catch 'em all!
Wagon. Well, this would be a deployment thing, wouldn't it? It wouldn't actually be an order, so you're not going to get any stronger anyway, so stuff it.
Hey, don't toss that, it's perfectly usable.
Yep. Go on, what else have you got? Not a lot. I mean, we can move these guys around, but there's no point in that, because he's just going to get stronger, so let's just spawn some guys.
Can't take it anymore.
Okay, well, we kind of want to take your armor out if we can. Is there any way we can do this straight up? No, not really. Let's use the horn because that's going to get rid of him. How many? We can fit one more on this row, can't we? I think. How many we got? 4, 8. Can we fit 9 on a row? Or is there 8? Is maximum. I don't know whether to move one of these guys and then withdraw this guy, so we can play him again.
Discipline, that's what you folk lack.
If in hand, deck, or on the battlefield, strengthen south by 2 whenever an enemy unit appears on the ranged row. Okay. Okay, so we can fit one more. Right, so I'm going to move you. And withdraw you. We'll leave that for now.
Very good.
Arbalist, your command.
9 points of damage, and... yeah. What have you got in your last card? Because I've got 13 points here, mate.
Go on, Kazer.
Okay, well, you're going to have slightly more, because you can strengthen yourself, because all I can do is put this on the back row. So you're going to get an extra 4 points, but I'm going to get 13.
Her Majesty is exceptional. Your Grace, all that was but their rear guard.
Oh, that was just the rear guard. Okay, so we've got another fight in there.
The Lyrians managed to scatter the Nilfgaardian battalion, one of many besieging Aldersburg. Their scouts brought before the Queen a prisoner freed from the invaders. Meve inquired about the situation in the city.
Turn the right slaughterhouse it has. The Imperials, they... King had the city cleared, my lady, but didn't budge himself. Holding out with his guard in Old Town, walls still standing there. Said he'd fight to the end. Come with me.
Well, we're going to go find the king.
Options. The situation looked dire. Demavend, to whom she had come for help, needed help himself. Nilfgaard enjoyed an overwhelming advantage. The small Lyrian detachment stood no chance of breaking the siege. But to retreat, surrender, that was not something Meve did.
The Nilfgaardians do not expect a relief force.
Their backlines are
Rayla,
probably vulnerable.
You know Aldersburg. Can you lead us by side streets to the Old Town, that we may avoid the largest part of the Nilfgaardian army?
The warrior nodded, and without waiting for any further orders, strode out in front of the party.
Also, isn't Rayla Special Forces? This seems exactly her kind of bag, you know. We go in and we break all the siege,
and we pray
siege
the
equipment.
lion chokes. Follow me.
Let's get all the goodies.
Crushed and breached. The lower town in flames. Hundreds, thousands wounded.
Yeah, it just definitely lends itself to all the lore of the Witcher games. Let's keep talking to this guy, just in case he gives us anything.
He'll save the city, or die with it. Turn back while you've the strength to run, while you have your life. Aldersburg falls.
Never give in, never surrender.
Turn back.
Yeah, okay, that's all your dialogue.
Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelled of elderberries.
Really? We're going Monty Python on this, are we? Yeah, so that's the end of that chapter. And we missed out on 2 golden chests, really? We did a pretty thorough exploration, didn't we?
Gods have mercy. And demons take it all.
Well, we're fiddling whilst Rome burns, it looks like.
Taking advantage of the confusion, Meve maneuvered her troops to the very walls of the Old Town. Spying Lyrian banners, the defenders suspected a trap. But when they noticed Black Rayla among them, they immediately lowered the drawbridge. The Old Town was a maze of brothels and shady taverns. In normal times,
God damn it,
students
Dylan.
and other pleasure seekers prowled its dark alleys. Now, tired soldiers slumped in every corner, though the Lyrians' arrival clearly buoyed their spirits. The Fraternal Realm's warriors clasped each other's hands and swapped tales. Even Eden's king, Demavend, made no secret of his pleasure at seeing these unexpected arrivals.
Well, we're reinforcements, but we're a shoddy band of warriors.
Of all the besieged cities in all the world, you walk into mine. Come to the rescue, have you?
To be quite frank, I've come to be rescued.
Oh, yes. I've heard much of the events in Lyria. Disgraceful. Such betrayal.
My own son stole my throne.
Things are none too rosy here, either.
Yes, that is hard to miss.
I thought we'd trade blows with the Blackclads. That it would be an even match. 2 weeks. That sufficed to annihilate the army I'd spent my whole lifetime building.
Your Majesty, I cannot say what fate will bring, if we shall reach this war's end alive. But I wish to say now that I admire you.
It's been an honor.
Oh?
You evacuated the city, yet refused to evacuate yourself. You fight to the bitter end, like a hero.
But of course, the king must lead by example after all. especially in war.
Reynard, that rumbling, you hear it? Studded boots on cobblestones. The Nilfgaardians.
They approach.
Prepare the men for battle.
Yes, Your Grace.
So, now that we're alone, what's really going on?
What? Did you not hear? I'm defending my capital, like a hero.
Defending your treasury, more like. Don't feed me that
Demavend,
rubbish.
Please, don't feed me that drivel. We've known each other far too long. Why did you stay?
I couldn't get the money out of town.
Meve, as meddling as you are beautiful. See that building? That one there.
It's the Royal Treasury.
Brothel? The Crimson Bodice?
Precisely. So, promise not to laugh. I'm a patron. A loyal one, in fact. One of the girls there, Demeretta. She's marvelous. Makes me feel young again.
A young fool, you mean?
Really?
Demavend,
He's
there's a
doing this
war
all for
and...
the local whore.
Allow me to finish. Demeretta became, well, with
Your concubine?
exactly 9 months ago. Understand now?
She's entered confinement. Having contractions.
Since yesterday. You see, I cannot leave her like this. Can't have her moved. I must stay put until she gives birth.
And then what? Pray tell. Invite all of Nilfgaard to the christening?
No, my dear. There is a hidden tunnel deep beneath the city.
So
leading
he's
far
planning on
beyond its
bugging out anyway.
Once the midwives cut the cord, we flee.
For a bastard you risked an entire army? This is folly indeed.
Demavend, you risked the lives of thousands of men for a single child. For a bastard to boot.
Meve, I would kill thousands
You
of
know
men for a
nothing.
child. Born in wedlock or out, it changes nothing.
It changes everything. One way the babe inherits the throne, the other...
Ah, you argue succession while I speak of a father's love. But I shouldn't expect you to understand. Your heart, ice through and through, always
Hey,
has me.
my kid just stole my throne. You can expect there'd be a little bit of coldness there.
Meve, we must hold out. A few hours, that's all.
I'll do what I can.
Okay, midwives advise that women in throes of childbirth be surrounded with a sense of calm and security. Demeretta was afforded no such luxury. She opened her eyes between contractions. She witnessed the flaming missiles of Nilfgaardian war machines streak across the sky and lifeless soldiers slide from the fort's walls. Faster, she whispered to her forthcoming infant son. Faster, my angel. Eliminate enough Nausicaa brigade to give Demavend time to escape. So, story, we've got extra cards and special rules. So it is a puzzle one. Okay, well... Oh, and it didn't say it was a shortened one, did it? Well, we don't need the doggy because we can draw that with any of the gold cards anyway. Let's lose the forager. Wagenberg. Okay, we'll lose the... Don't think we need Renard. If we can get Black Rayla, we can get the combo to work. We've got Black Rayla. Good. Okay, in that case... we can use Black Rayla to draw Renard. We can use Black Rayla to draw Xavier, use his ability to use her again, and pull Renard. And, yeah. Okay, so we could actually get rid of Xavier.
Defend the king!
Field medic, not great. Okay. So they got plenty of siege equipment. Right. So, no, it's not a shortened one. So we have got 3 rounds of this. Permanent resilience. Counter of 15. Reduce the counter by 1 for each Nausicaa brigade destroyed. When the counter reaches 0, Meve wins the battle. Deathwish Meve loses the battle. Well, do we start the combo? Every turn on turn end, move 1 row towards the opponent and duel a random unit. Well, we can kill both of them with her ability, so that's not a problem. Damage an enemy by 2 if it's destroyed spawn. Fire on its row. Ugh. Okay, so we don't want to put out anything too weak that it could die. After 4 turns, on turn start, destroy castle gate. Okay, that needs to go. Because if we lose the gate, they get a permanent buff. Okay, we can survive a bit, but this needs to go. We can do 10 points. Have we got any other direct damage? You can do direct damage. You can do direct damage, but that's not going to be enough. Oh, well, we best get the Wagenberg out. Let's get rid of these guys.
Barbarians.
You're giving him buffs? Oh, shit. Boost an allied machine by 4, give it resilience. Cocky now. That's taking down the gate then. There's no way we're going to do 30 points of damage in 2 turns. Yeah, the chat bot is because what is it, CD Projekt Red? Because I've tied my GOG account to Twitch. It keeps spamming up, get free kegs, or not get free kegs, sign up, and you get kegs type thing. It is a fight. The chatbots are indeed dueling. It's Robot Wars. Well, these are going to move, aren't they? I know it's going to duel a random unit on the row. Actually, if we do this, we can do 4 points of damage. We take out all of you guys.
I want their hate! Anvallen in order!
Once the gates are down, what happens to this then? Doesn't pick another target, I hope. Damage an enemy by 4. Its adjacent units by 2. Demovan will die 4 turns later, yeah. Possibility. I mean, he has 2 cards left. We've got a bunch more. We've got, wait, 3 more turns before we can do any direct damage. I mean, I could do 8 points of damage to that, or 10 points of damage. but then we're not got the benefit of the 5 adjacent. The gate's going down. We might as well not focus on that. Might as well try and negate any damage that we're liable to take. The gate comes down.
Meve! They're getting close! Devils take all! Help me!
Right. Right, you're just probably going to duel the weakest random unit. Okay. And that's on an order. Yeah, that's just going to be a heavy-duty bit of equipment now. Let's set fire to the front row, because you keep throwing these guys out. I'm going to move all these, so we can actually use our Arbalist next time.
I warned you.
Ah, I didn't realise you jumped forward as well.
Me.
Okay.
We must hold on a bit longer.
Well, I could use Black Railer. Well, we can kill these with the trumpet. And we can do 5 points and we can kill that. No, that one's spent now. It's only on deployment. What have we actually got? Ooh, I could use the electricity again. Can I? No. It's a random ally, so we wouldn't be able to use the electricity. And I can actually use the Nausicaa Brigade for our own ends. I'm killing the Nausicaans. Well, we can pass. That's going to stay around. We've got Black Railer. We can use Medic. We've got you in our hand. And we've got our ability we can use. You know what? I'm passing. Right, we can put a mark on you, or we can go for the shot. You're going to do 4 points of damage. He's lost his armor, though. But we only need to survive for 5 rounds. Let's put a mark on him.
We'll catch them all!
Oh, this is ideal. We can do kill those. Actually, we can use this.
Hey?
And Should we take a swing? No, we don't even have to. I'll use my medic. What have we got to play around with? We can bring out the Wagenberg again, I suppose. No, the stray bombers. The stray bombers actually work for me. We'll do that next time. Damage him by 2 if it's destroyed. Okay. Okay, well, these are going to be a problem then now. They're going to be dueling, but then again, I want to take out these guys. So what triggers first? His armoring ability or my attack? I would imagine my attack works first, doesn't it? I would think so. Yes. Pull out our field medic.
What do you want of me?
No, I wanted my... Oh. Never mind.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf, I am.
Right, they're all going to go after the king, aren't they? I know it's randoms. Not the doggy! No, puppy! Though we only need one more round. I didn't even get to use my combo. Okay, well, we're going to kill something, aren't we? Killed the medic.
No! Chase! Ha ha ha! It worked! Now retreat to the tunnel!
Well, I got it all set up to use the combo, but we didn't have to use it in the end. We managed to whittle them down.
With their forces combined, the rulers managed to hold the old town long enough for Demereta to bear the king's offspring, a healthy, hardy boy. When the midwife slapped the infant, his scream carried above the roar of battle. Soon afterwards, the defenders abandoned the walls and left the city through a secret tunnel. The Nilfgaardians, furious that not one but 2 northern sovereigns were among the escapees, razed Aldersburg to the ground.
Thank you. If not for you, the devils would have devoured us.
I should say it was nothing. But the truth is, I need your aid.
Aid? But you see, my army is no more. I must pull back, regroup.
I was going to say, he should have pulled back 9 months ago, surely.
Pull back? Where to? The golden sun flies over your entire realm.
To Redania, to take shelter at the court there.
And then? Will you sit and watch the fool juggle apples as Nilfgaard parcels all Edirn out to its settlers?
Meve, one must know when to fold and when to double down. Nilfgaard has stretched the front. Winter will soon be here. Let the costs claw away at them. A year, 2, then we strike. And we shall prove the Empire is a colossus with feet of clay.
Do as you see fit. You are a coward.
You're a coward, Demavend. A common coward.
Perhaps so. But mind, courage alone wins no wars. Soldiers do. And Nilfgaard simply has many more.
I can't live like that.
I have
so what shall you do
a kingdom to once again reclaim.
Fight on. Until I win. Or the black-clad curs tear me apart.
Gods, such pity I have for your husband. The poor man must have had a rough go of it.
He seemed content with his life while it lasted. Yet I'm serious, Demavend, in my request. You truly won't aid me. Provide nothing at all.
We've got a royal decree. What's that going to give us?
I
We
will
got
tell
10
my
extra
men
men.
whoever so wishes can join your party
Wow.
and fight on. But please, curb your excitement. They are tired. Few will choose the path of greater resistance. But, are you familiar with the saying, when at wit's end, a dwarf's your friend?
Yes, it and many others.
We're going to make
Yet
friends
as much
with
as I
Zoltan.
appreciate folk wisdom, I prefer facts to philosophy at the moment. Preferably facts relevant to my situation.
How about this? Mahakam is but a week's ride from here. And there you'll find thousands of dwarves armed to the teeth. Enough to turn the tides of this war, I venture.
Yes, they could. If not for another fact. That the dwarves have always been famously indifferent to strife between humans. They'll never come to my aid. Bah, I doubt they'll even let me
For
into their
coin,
land.
maybe, though.
Unless you show them this. The leaden ring. A token of amity given to me by the Elder-in-Chief. That's not to say they'll welcome you with open arms. But they will hear you out. And that is something.
Dwarven infantry I'd make good use of. I shall do as you say. Or at least try.
Good.
So is the legend
And
ring
to
going to be
ease your
a
journey somewhat,
trophy?
I'll give you as your guide the best man, or rather woman, for the task.
We still get to keep
Rayla.
Black Rayla. Yes.
Yes, Your Grace?
You've been to Mahakam with me many times. You know their paths. Take Queen Meve and her party there.
If it be your wish, my king, I shall obey.
I'll send messengers ahead that the dwarfs may expect your arrival. Until then, good luck, Meve. And may we one day waltz upon the grave of our foe, Emperor Emir.
May it be so. Just as long as I get to lead.
Ah, of course. Farewell, Queen.
Meve left Aldersburg in ill spirits. Rather than provide the help she had hoped for, Demavend had merely sent her on to Mahakam. Her way west was lit first by the glow of a burning city, then by the smouldering remains of charred villages by the roadside. It was clear
Well,
the
we
war
spent
against
a
Nilfgaard had
good,
taken
what,
a
6
bitter
months
turn.
playing Witcher 3?
Each stranger was now treated as
So
an
I know a
enemy,
bit of
and
the lore,
customarily hospitable
but not
Edenians
too
slammed
much.
their
I've not
doors
read the
at anyone's
books,
approach. The
so
party's morale was
it's
somber
literally
as well,
what I managed to
and did not
pick up
even
from
improve
playing
with the first sight of
Witcher
mountains
3. That's
looming in
about
the
it.
distance. Wandering among the ashes, Meve entered the dwarves' domain.
I am seriously considering. I was seriously considering it as we got to the end of Witcher 3 to maybe pick up the books, but I don't know when I would get
Along
time to actually
perilous steep paths,
sink any
Black
time into
Rayla
reading
led
them.
the Queen and company towards Mahakam, the dwarven homeland. There, among snow-capped peaks,
It is on the Amazon
someone
wish list
awaited.
at some point.
Rayla,
I'll get
you've
round
got
to them.
strangers.
Gabor, I present to you Meve,
Oh,
Queen
so-
of Illyria and Rivia.
The moment I open the curtains, the sun comes in again.
Well then,
a large shadow swept across the sky.
Bloody dragons.
The dwarf swallowed the rest of his greeting as all raised their gazes to see a dragon soar swiftly toward Mount Carbon.
Keltulus, dinna be afeard, he isn't a threat to us.
The dwarf had broken the silence gently, he himself quite familiar with this altogether unusual sight.
And now, sit yourselves down afore the pottage grows cold.
But... Flew. Drake?
Stone shriveling marvel, innit? Makes you almost sad the lizards are dying out.
Should you not worry more about the fate of your brethren? That creature will soon have all Mahakam aflame.
Ha! Keltulus? No! He's lived here centuries. Harmless for the most part.
Just
Now,
don't piss him off.
Your Grace. A taste?
No, none. Though your offer of repast I value, good sir.
Oh, no need of that. Gabor, please. Enchanted to make your acquaintance.
Gabor here's a true local notable, from one of Mahakam's leading clans, the Zigrins. But then he wouldn't be our guide if he wasn't. A guide for all important guests.
A pleasure. And as I said, I thank you for your hospitality, but I've no time to feast now. I must speak to your ruler.
It's porridge, it's not exactly a feast.
Don't mean no offence, but
Scottish
Chief
oats.
Bruverhoog's a recluse of sorts, as humans go. Didn't even meet the ones that wear crowns. But I suppose I could, meaning if you drafted a letter...
Her Majesty's got Demoven's signet, given willingly.
Ah. Well, that's a sheep of a different sort. We didn't let many human folk into Mahakam, and for good reason. So those who we let come through the second gate get blindfolded. Just after they've surrendered their arms at the first. But you've the leaden ring. Given one of your kind to confirm trust and amity. So, we're certain we can treat you as one of our own.
So do we get to keep our weapons and not get blindfolded, or is it one or the other?
In the past visiting, looking to his flock. Come on. No reason you two shouldn't jabber right quick.
I'm presuming Gabor will join our hand.
Though
as
the
a
Lyrian
card.
infantry rose half an ell taller than the dwarf, he moved with remarkable ease through the waist-high snow, while those behind him slipped and stumbled on the ice-slick rocks.
He's got a lower centre of gravity. He's a little more balanced.
So they might speak in private.
We have got Gabor. Okay, he's relatively low power, so he's probably got a reasonably special effect. The Lyrian infantry rose half an hour. Oh no, it's just saying the same thing again. Rayla, I'm grateful. The ring, how did it wind up in Demovan's hands? You dislike non-humans?
The ring. However did Demavend come to possess it?
Elder-in-Chief himself gave it to him, years ago. A decade, perhaps more.
Why?
Oh, you must have heard the tale, Your Grace. You see, formerly, Foltest of Temeria's sovereign of Mahakam, he believed it was his right to tax any Leand lands, so he sent collectors. Well, the dwarves felt stripped, so they stripped the collectors down to their natural state. Put them in beer barrels, they then rolled down the mountainside.
Ah, my. That incited Foltest's ire, I'm sure.
Indeed, Ember hot ire. A punitive expedition was assembled immediately. We're about to set off when Demoven managed to dissuade Foltest. Elder-in-Chief gave him the ring in thanks.
I see it all now. Prevented Mahakam's slaughter, Demoven did.
Your Majesty, Demoven prevented a slaughter, true. But Foltest's in the Temerians, not the dwarves. Mahakam and fortifications. Well, you'll soon see. No human will take them, ever.
The Elder's gratitude, then?
The dwarves know how to build shit.
Had the dwarves crushed the Temerians? No, when they had done so, what would have happened? Why, retaliation against all non-humans in Temeria. Bruver knew this, so in fact, Demoven saved them.
Exceptionally provident, the Elder-in-Chief.
And shrewd as a swarm of snakes. So when you speak, beware his hiss, and weigh your every word.
Non-humans you despised immensely, I believed.
They don't bother me a bit. Long
Just
as they
the
stay in
elves.
Their lands, seek fortune nowhere else. I detest only those who infest our cities. Humbly insist on belonging to our guilds.
Just wait until the
holding
humans come up with
our
something called
institutions and
gunpowder,
armies.
exactly.
Yet some find a place for themselves. Blend in marvellously.
It's never lasting. They're different. Odd. Strain's inevitable. And then they'll always stab a human in the back.
Rayla, your aid proved an unexpected bounty.
I received orders. I fulfilled them to their end.
My, I see. And what will you do now?
Our paths diverge, not more. I return home
now we lose
when
her.
new orders surely await.
Demavent has fled to the Redanian court, where he shall cower and not show his mug until spring has sprung. You know this. Would you not prefer to remain in my ranks? Fight the Black Ones bound at the hip?
No, Your Grace.
You dislike me?
You have no love for me, do you?
We are not of the same stock, Your Grace, so it's hardly my place to...
Stock and place be ploughed. We must speak from our hearts. 2 women, no enmity. Tell me why. I did something you could not abide.
It was what you did not do, rather.
Kill the elves.
In Edirn, you are far too lenient on those elves. As you are ever, prepared to forgive, extend clemency.
What would you have me do? Let you cleanse, rid
So
the wood
if
of
we
all
had
non-humans?
killed... If we'd not allowed the elven chief guy to be buried, we may have been able to hold on to Black Rayla?
Wickedness demands wickedness. Blood calls for blood.
Very well, Rayla. Then go and drink of it if you must.
Lips pursed, eyes locked, Meve and Rayla took each other's measure a last time. The warrior
Okay,
then
that is
bowed in a
disappointing,
manner some
that
might
we've
think
lost her.
excessively courtly, turned on her heel, and rode off down a slope. Meve gazed after her until she disappeared behind a snowbank, then gave her mount a solid dose of her heels, and rode on, irked as a hare in a briar patch.
Your Grace, I've a message for your eyes only.
What's the message then? Situation in Mahakam stable and changed for centuries. No evidence of internal opposition, open or covert. Power in Mahakam held by Elder-in-Chief Bover Hogg, ruling on behalf of the clans. Warning Hogg, extremely difficult negotiation partner. Tiresome to get him to sit down to talk, deathly wearying to convince him to make even minor compromises. Only values good of Mahakam and its inhabitants. Appeals to anything else led nowhere. During present war, Mahakam maintains strict neutrality, trades with both Nilfgaard and the Northern Realms. Your Majesty, as promised, I am reporting to you on the situation in Lyria and Rivia. Your son is king in name only. True power is held by Count Caldwell and General Ypday. From what I hear, both lust for soul control, thus conflict between them is inevitable. Soon Nilfgaard will start expelling peasants from the best lands in Lyria and Rivia and importing their own settlers to replace them. Willem tries to delay the process, but General Ypday will not relent. Our prayers for your success, milady. Captain Tobias. Okay. Right. It's going to be worth pitching camp and then figuring out... well, presumably we can go a bit further. Yes, we can. So we can upgrade those guys. We can upgrade human field support. After a different ally is played from hand or moved to the other row, move next to it and boost by 3. Play a copy of your unit in deck. Gain 1 charge, damage an enemy and all enemies with the same power by 1. Okay, so that's a bit like our broadsword, because it's all equal enemies. Yes, we do need to see what the dwarf card does. Though, for a moment, I'm just going to nip to the loo. The coffee has made its way through, so I'm just going to take a quick 30-second break, so we'll be right back. Oh, wrong one. Right, okay, back. So, do we want to improve any of these, or do we want to improve these? And boost the Wagenberg. What does Zeal do again? I can't remember what Zeal does as a option. Let me see what Zeal is. Damage an enemy by 3, 2 charges. Whenever an ally is destroyed, gain 1 charge. Okay. Horse Thief. Marking unit after 3 turns. On turn start, switch its power with this unit. Oh, excuse me. Well, I mean, unit numbers isn't really an issue. Each unit gains 1 armor. Okay, yeah, we want that. Start all them off with an extra bit of armor. That seems worth it. It's going to cost us pretty much all our wood, but still. Giving them extra hit points feels like a worthwhile endeavour. Though now we can't do anything. Can we gain any additional wood? This is a trinket. What was it? Command tent. This is a recruitment. Wasn't one of them giving us... Yeah, okay then. Let's have a look what the dwarf does. Where are you? Deploy. Spawn and play Gabor left hook or Gabor bottomless pockets. Okay. So we can spawn him and he has 2 different options. Yes, it would. It would actually start with a charge. Damage your unit by 10. If it was destroyed, deal any remaining damage to another unit. Play 1 trinket from your deck. Okay, so bit more utility. I mean, also, why is it saying 5 but 7 here? Okay, so I mean we're a card down. We'll take him because he's a gold card. Is it worth going to... If we're not doing the combo anymore, maybe we lose Renard and take Gascon and look for kind of movement on the field. Oh, it's an additional unit. So he's actually a 13 then. So it's the 7 of that plus... I thought it was just you play him. No, actually. Clicked. Rather than... where'd he go? Where'd he go? There you go. Deploy, spawn and play... Oh, spawn and play. So yeah, you play... So you get 2 cards for the price of 1, essentially. But they're both fairly weak cards, so they could be taken out. Though would it combo though with the... Was it the dummy? Could you play him, return him to the kind of the base card to your hand, and then play him again, but still keep 1/2 of him out on the field? That would be an interesting combination. Let's see if that actually works. Do we want anything else? Oh, play and draw and play 2 blitz units from your deck. Okay, it might be worth getting another trinket Because, I mean, he can actually spawn trinkets as well. So it might be more of having a bunch of trinkets. Because, I mean, we can work that in with our blacksmith as well. Because we can replay other trinkets. And this gives us more blitz units, so this would allow us to draw some other cards. Okay, what do we need for the... playing the fourth trinket? We need another 400 wood. We've certainly got the gold for it. We need about another 400 wood to be able to use this. We don't have to rely on them, but the fact that we've got a couple of cards now that combo with trinkets, it feels like it's something we can do. Okay, we've got to go and search for a load of wood.
A hearty Mahakam welcome to you.
What an honour! Even the arbalists salute us with cocked quarrels.
Oh, that way.
All right.
An ounce of prevention saves a slag heap of trouble.
Head into the mountain. Right, can we actually see a map of this area? Okay, so it's a big-ass area. Where do we think... Okay, so the path runs this way, it goes around there, it goes up here. We'll pass over a bridge. So the final kind of story mission or whatever will be wherever this mine is. Oh no, it would actually go up here, wouldn't it? We go through the mine and then it's going to be up here to the final... This is the capital of Mahakam then, isn't it? Yeah, this is a big-ass map. I think the previous ones are gone now. If I looked on here... I mean, the maps here are only the little ones for the treasure hunts. I mean, we know there's still more to come, because even in the trailer, you get to see Geralt, don't you? And we've not come across Geralt yet.
Howling wind, I'd make a sketch.
Go on, are you going to let me? Thank you. So we've got a main quest mission, we've got a standard battle over here, and that's about it so far. Okay. Well, recruits we're not really suffering from, because, I mean, we've got all the cards we kind of like, haven't we? We haven't really made many, crafted any of recent. Can we get down there? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, we're going to go and fight a troll.
Meve rode slowly, her surroundings interesting to her, her ears keen to take in the cacophony of sounds. The sharp whistle of wind rushing past towering peaks, the squeak of wagon wheels rolling over frozen snow.
He doesn't, but like I said, it is. If you look at the trailer, it's like the ending shot of it. You see Geralt look up, so we encounter him somehow.
An ice troll, or one of them Barbigazar bejabbers.
These beasts, are they tame? As the dragon?
Not in your life. Fierce horsens, every last one of them. Spring cleaning year past, 1 year bit my arm clear off.
The Queen's brow rose in a silent inquiry.
All right. You don't quite ken the context. Each spring, with the melting of the snows, a good bit of that filth comes out the ground. That's when Brother Hoog summons all dwarves for spring cleaning. We cut down as much of the filth as we can, and that means relative calm the rest of the year.
Out of the corner of her eye, Meve noted a dark shape darting between rock formations. Calmly, she drew her sword and brandished it a time or two to warm up her stiff arms.
Seems it is our lot to assist you with this cleaning. Lyrians, arms at the ready. Prepare to fight.
Hint. In one fell swoop. Okay. So we're going to set up for a big combo then, it's telling us. For great many years, Mahakam was closed off to the outside world. And the Elven Kings began their last desperate push to drive men from the lowlands. The dwarves slammed shut the passage to their mountain realm and waited. Centuries, only when the slaughter in the valleys below subsided did they open their gates again. The dwarves refer to this day as the Great Airing Out. Don't let Bruva die, eliminate the Shalmare. Story, special rules, and it's shortened. Okay, so we have 1 round to deal with this. There we get to pick our cards. Well, we don't need the doggy because we can draw the doggy with, well, you. Let's lose the cavalry. Okay, we got Gabor. Okay. Let's lose 1 bomber. Right. Mighty Shalmare. Every 3 turns on turn start randomly damages enemies by a portion of Shalmare's current armor. Then move to the other row. If moved to the melee row, damage the highest enemy by this unit's current armor. Move to the range row, damage the lowest enemy by the unit's current armor. Then set... Oh! Then it resets its armor. Shit. Okay, so we're going to have to do a fair whack of damage each time. Okay. Well, whenever an enemy ally is... Well, he's going to move himself anyway, so it's worth getting you out. Well, you don't even have to be out, because if in hand, deck, or battlefield. So you're just going to get stronger anyway, so that's fine. Let's get Gabor out, and...
You sure about that?
I'm going to get the trinket. Okay, so he got stronger by 1. Yes, no. I thought I picked the bottomless pocket so I could play this? Or is it after his turn? Okay, then we'll wait and see. Well, I'm going to bust his armor. He did no damage whatsoever. Let's play you. We can replay this. Right, that's that doomed. And you know what? We'll take the swing. Get him down to 10 points straight away. And then at this point... Yeah, we'll take a shot at you.
Give me a time.
Can we do 5 points of damage? No. We can do at most 2 points.
Hey?
Of course, I have to do 3 attacks. Okay, so let's just pick on the strongest people.
Your Grace, be careful.
Well, you're getting stronger. Can we burn you?
Mad? Don't shake that!
We just got to wait a couple of turns before we can get that back. Which might be worth grabbing that back. Okay, so we're going to pull you back. So this time around, we can play you.
Arbalist at your command.
And then kill you.
All right. You got some splaining to do.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad.
As the wails of speared shale mars died down,
I mean,
the crowd of
other than the damage we did to ourselves with the
stepped forth,
slingers,
grey as a snow
did we
fox,
actually take
wrinkled as
damage?
a
Because every time it took a swing at us,
He
we
walked
had
with difficulty,
it had
supporting
no
himself
armor, so
on
it
a
wasn't actually doing any
battle-axe,
damage.
its 2 heads dripping blood.
Yeah, we took it down because of the what was it, the fireball lightning thing.
This would be our elder-in-chief, Brewer Hoog.
And who might your guests be, Gabor?
Meve, Queen of Lyria and Rivia, and her associates in court.
My regards, Elder. I come...
You come for something. Coin's my first wager. Fighting bodies my second. Well,
might have
what
done
is
it,
you
yeah.
want?
I've come with a design in mind, I cannot deny. But hear me out and you shall see.
She's armed! Gabor! Why the devil did you let her in here like that? And without a sack or her heat!
She has the leaden ring, Elder.
A gift from a king.
From Demavend, lassie, I ken that already. Trust a man, give him something of value, and he'll go and give it away as easy as a street whore gives away nubs. It's a good thing he didn't pawn it. Sons of humans.
I'm not accustomed to interpretations. Listen to my plea, I beg you. Doesn't feel like the begging type.
You interrupt me. I'm not accustomed, for you see, I am a queen.
That's so. For I've heard you were stripped of crown and title some time past. Not so much a queen no more. Nay, don't you fear, tidings of that sort reach us here too.
Her Majesty was shamefully betrayed, 'tis true. Yet the unified throne of both realms remains hers, as the laws hold.
Laws, schmaws, shite and bare paws. I ken well the kind of respect you human folk accord your laws. We've signed pacts, treaties of many over the
I thought,
years,
kind
each
of
time
within
but a
all
couple
kind of lore of
years
that
had
fantasy
passed
type
before you
stuff,
shattered all the terms.
of all kind of races, dwarves tend to be more on the lawful side of most kind of alignments, don't they?
Now, on a normal day, I'd have you all thrown clear out of this land I love. But you've the leaden ring, and that grants you the right to hospitality. And here, in Mahakam, laws and rights are sacred. You may stay in the pass long as you wish. Young Zigrin will serve as your guide. And once you've tired of
They're
the
pragmatic,
mountains,
yes.
well,
That's
you
always
can wade down
a
into the
racial
valleys.
trait for dwarves,
I
isn't
bid you
it?
farewell.
My Lord Elder, with all due respect, we came to your aid. We smote the beasts with you, yet...
And who the demons is this son?
Count Reynard Odo.
Ho, Odo, Lodo, Bodo! Now, you listen and listen well. We didn't ask for
Bulver
it.
sounds like he's
You
been
know why?
drinking early
'Cause
today.
I've my
Definitely
dignity,
strikes me as a day
not
drinker.
like some.
Yes, stubborn is
and
definitely
wenches!
a racial trait as well.
Cleaning's done. Beast culling's over. Mount Carbon beckons us home. Follow me.
Real charmer.
Your Grace, be not dismayed. We will find a way.
Yes, we must. We will.
Indeed we shall, true. Though damned if I know how. We have none other to whom we can turn, no other land where we can flee.
Let us convene in council, Your Grace. Consider together what's to be done.
Stubborn doesn't necessarily mean they're not jolly. They're just like single-minded. Stubborn in the sense that they have a task or a mindset, and they're unwilling to change their mind.
Your Grace, might I draw you aside a wee moment for a jabber?
Reynard, please excuse me. Well, what is it you want?
I ken the Elder-in-Chief dinna make a good first impression.
And the
You
second?
think?
Is it any better?
To be quite frank, no. I'll try elsewise. Not all's lost, trust me. Brewer's a stubborn goat, no doubt about it. But a goat to be persuaded. And I happen to ken how.
Do tell me, consider me all ears. You seek to aid me? Why? That ends the conversation, doesn't it? The yellow ones do, so
The
white.
selfless impulse to help. I don't believe it exists. So before
Yeah, very
you
honour bound
describe
as well,
how
yeah.
you aim to aid me, be kind enough to explain why you wish to do so. Unsolicited, mind you, and clearly against your elder's wishes.
A query of my own to answer yours. Do you ken when Brewer Hoog last strode down the mountains into your lowlands?
I know not. While King Sambuk sat on the throne?
Point of fact, never. Hoog was born here and he'll die here, like most Mahakam and dwarves. Whereas I'm a frequent visitor in your human lands. Been an emissary to royal courts, trade guilds, mummers, troops, and I've...
Dwarves are better than any elfish being. Especially when drinking's involved.
Nilfgaard's insatiable. The Black Clads will not stop till they've put the whole continent neath their boot. From Ophir in the south to the Dragon Mountains in the north. Gods forbid they grip all the Nordlings' realms in their vice. 'Cause then we'll have their hordes all round, controlling all the trade routes, supply lines, diversions even. And then they'll control terms and prices. Ooh. We dwarves have never been on a lead, let alone a short one.
If they like you, they let you know.
So, in short, we'll all be better off with the Black Clads back across the Yaruga. And I've seen your grace. Seen you in battle. You've brawn and bite, and with the right support, you can drive them back. I ken that well.
Very well, I'm all ears. What must we do to spur Bruverhoog to aid us?
I might start with the thorn in our side that are beasts. A bigger thorn than most expect. See, in our never-ending search for gold, we dug deep. Too deep. And reached abysses where monsters are born, or however they come to be. Soon as it turns a bit warmer, they crawl out to feed. And there's more every year. What you saw there, the spring
Well, you
cleaning,
keep digging them damn holes then, don't you?
yearly upkeep. It dinna go at the source of the blight. Every spring we cull enough.
So the source of
we
blight
can
is
live,
going to be that big
trade,
mine,
and
isn't
mine,
it?
Normal like. But there are corridors in the upper valleys midst the peaks, where more lie waiting to pounce. So many, there's settlements that have done been abandoned.
I still fail to see how this relates to myself and Bruver.
Your Majesty, slay the beasts down to their last,
You want to see a dwarf in an airplane, see what happens?
All of them. And with the clans behind you, why? The Elder will have no choice. He'll bend an ear, treat you serious. You got two sites through which beasts swarm in great numbers. There's Davor's Abyss, and an abandoned underground settlement called Burr's Rump. Destroy those, collapse the corridors, problem solved.
You colour the solution as simple and known. Why has Bruverhoog not gone at the matter?
Because it's suicide!
You must learn one thing about us dwarves of Mahakam. Customs, traditions. We're obsessed.
Dwarves are the B.A. Barakas of the Witcher world, are they?
The Elder deliberates weeks on end. And that's in considering if we shouldn't wear suspenders, because they might be through outside, and should thus be forbidden. We've a set of laws, the Four Dwarves Codex. One of its tenets says, dare ye not close a corridor once oped. So, no self-respecting dwarf can nor will do it. But you're
We're not a dwarf.
The laws didn't apply. You've a free hand in sealing the corridors from which the beasts come. Collapse them, flood them, I dinna ken, but solve the grief once and for all.
And this, 'twould suffice.
I believe it would.
Well, you can never tell, can you, until they're naked.
The heart of a clan or Bruver himself.
The beards are very deceptive.
Can he bring no harm?
All this sounds rather toilsome, yet I do favour this to losing another moon seeking out a court where we would at first be welcomed, only later to hear another rebuke. You've my gratitude, Gabor. You've shown me a way. Very well. Let us think on these beasts. See what's to be done.
Okay, well, we couldn't get down there. There's probably at least something worth snagging here. Okay. Well, it was 750 we had to get up to in the amount of wood, wasn't it? Guest rulebook. Dear guest, to make your stay in Mahakam a merry one that doesn't end up with you rolling down a cliff in a barrel, do us all a favour and stick to these rules written by me, Elder Chief Bruverhoog. Don't go sticking your nose in others' affairs. You fondle it, you buy it. Don't question our laws. Get out as quick as you can. Don't bother me. Fug the panic attack I had today. Oh no! What set off the panic attack,
I've come to
Hokey?
the conclusion your Elder-in-Chief is not fond of guests.
Fond? That's near a quarter of it. He hates them with seething passion. But you're damned lucky.
Why's that?
Let you in, didn't he? Mahakam was caught.
I thought Gaber let us in.
Clans finally forced Bruver to at least let in peddlers and emissaries. He dragged his feet as long as he could.
Right, what do you...
You'll scare the fish off. Crevens, Trout was already nipping at the bait, and you came along and frightened it off. Duvel shice! Duvel shice!
That's a new swear I'm going to have to use. Can we get a Duvel Shice in the chat? My queen, there are bodies of dwarven miners trapped beneath the ice sheet, likely swallowed by the river. It's too late for them, but their equipment is recoverable. Though bear in mind, should any fall in, they'd freeze to death in the blink of an eye. We'd lose 2 men, but that's fine. Get some cash, get some wood, which, well, we're over the limit. But most importantly, we get a card piece. Any guesses? I mean, there's flies buzzing around. No idea what the card might be. Some presentations you had at university, those topics were pretty much the same stuff I'm getting treated for. Okay. So it hit home, did it? It was a little too close to home for you. Okay, so more Shale Meres. Is it Shale Mar or Shale Mere? No, there's a golden chest up there. Well, let's try this again. Elderhug once instructed his secretary Gromek to prepare a list of all the caves and caverns and grottos in Mahakam. None ever learned why such information had become a priority for the Elder-in-Chief. Perhaps Boover needed a record of highly secretive for a highly secretive task, or perhaps he had simply fallen into a sour mood and wished to bring the secretary down with him. In any case, the census of Mahakam underground caverns was never completed. For Gromek had disappeared without a trace. None ever discovered his true fate, yet the bones that continue to pile up and gather dust at the threshold of Mahakam's darkest caves serve well enough to spark one's imagination. So it's a standard battle. Is it got the same effect as the one we just fought? Is it going to go back and forth? We'll lose the medic. We'll lose the cavalry. Lose the forager, cavalry. We will keep you. We've got 2 more left. Lose Xavier, we'll lose that. Okay, we got the trap. Oh, they've got harpies. Right. Spawn a harpy. Okay, can we kill it? I mean, this on its turn ends spawn a harpy egg. Right, so if we can wipe them out without an egg being there. Do we go out with our burning straight off like usual? Or we just kill it? We can kill it and then, yeah, we can do that. Fuck it. There you go. Kill you. And... just send in Black Raider. Oh, no. Sends out more harpies. Yep. Well, we can do 2 points of damage. I say we start burning them.
This could hurt.
Damage a random enemy by 2 if it's under Biting Frost. Damage it by 4 instead. So Biting Frost is going to be a weather effect, isn't it? Oh, we can kill the harpies.
Hey?
And yeah, we're definitely going to pass ourselves. Yeah, the fire is keeping us warm, and we've got another load of fire. Ooh, and we've got a blacksmith as well. Didn't really need the dog, though. Okay, well, you're going to spawn another egg. Which is unfortunate. I guess we get the fire going.
Watch your heads!
In comes the frost. Okay, we've got no way of getting rid of the frost, have we? And we got no direct attacks either. I suppose we could withdraw and then replay it. Well, not for another, what, 4 months? Is it March or April? Game of Thrones comes back. I guess we just put a card out then, really. That's all we can do. So what does the weather effect do? Every turn on turn start, damage to the lowest unit by 2. You know what? We can do this. Because as these guys die, we get 6 extra points of damage. We can just wipe them all out. Got this weird advertisement in Germany featuring the Night King. What, as in like kind of YouTube viral ads at the beginning of stuff, or what? Context. I mean, is it an advert on the side of a bus? Is it a video? Is it in newspapers? What? I doubt it's a radio one, because that doesn't really work. You know what? I'm going to redeploy you. Then we can put some fire on the back row as well. Slizzard. Okay, it died too quickly. Oh, it poisoned us. Let's have a look. Every turn on turn start, increase counter by 1 and damage an random enemy by 2. Multiply the unit's death counter by 3 and damage a unit by that amount. Well, it died too quickly for me to actually read that, unfortunately. Okay, we're going to burn the back line.
Catch!
It's for insurance? I mean, the only kind of tie-in thing I've seen for Game of Thrones, specifically the White Walkers one, isn't Whiskey Company Johnny Walker doing a special Game of Thrones version where it's, instead of like Johnny Walker Black and Blue Label and things like that, there's a White Walker one. Yeah, we're going to take more damage from this. Right. Time to use this. Ooh, and we can do multiple points of damage. I haven't read the Game of Thrones books either, no. I know I'm failing on all counts when it comes to literary sci-fi classics and sci-fi and fantasy classic type stuff. I'm actually going to use you to
It's exactly what I do.
grab... Do I want the lightning or do I want the decoy? I am literate, it's just I never get chance to do any reading. It's a case of my wind down method after I you know, day of work or streaming or whatever is normally just vegetate in front of Netflix or whatever. My brain isn't active enough to actually be able to read and take in the information. I used to read a lot when I was younger, but now not so much. I don't know whether to pull back this, because then we can get another 2, well, so another 3. Your brain can't turn off. Yeah, well, this is why I try and vegetate, just to help it turn off. But right. Well, we can get 18 points of damage when all these 3 die. Yours can't turn on. Do I want to pass? No, I don't want to pass. Let's play Doggo. I mean, we've won this hand. I just want to see how many cards I can play.
And just when you thought things were about to get dull.
We can make him slightly stronger by moving this if we wanted. Yeah, let's do that. And that's all you got, isn't it? Well, you potentially take damage. I'm guaranteed to take damage, so... We'll take a break in a bit, so I can go and get another drink. But we'll probably take our break just before 5. Because as I said, that's when the embargo lists for Just Cause. You gotta go. No worries, fears. Hopefully I'll see you again soon. People of the hills, we hereby order 5 barrels of cured beef, 40 links of juniper sausage, 5 sides of pork, 10 dozen goose eggs, 20 sacks of rye flour, payment issued in gold. Warning, goods must be tightly packed so as not to attract monsters. We bear no responsibility for accidents. It's 4 o'clock for me. 5 o'clock GMT. There you go. And these borders mean nothing to me, because I don't know. I still don't know whether we're going to play Gwent after all of this. We'll have to wait and see. Ah, but we've got the gold now. Not the gold, the wood. So what were we going to build? We were going to get the 4th trinket, weren't we? Which was this. And I figure we'll take this. Okay, that puts us at 26 or 25. Do we want to reduce our numbers? I don't think it's going to have too much effect, having the minimum. I'm going to keep it as that. But what would we lose? Crushing Trap, maybe. We've not really used it that much. Crushing Trap and Forager. Forager we were using if we had spies on our hand. What could we do? We could pull more cards. Choose a bronze ally and battlefield, create copies. Your deck. Round 1, start appear on the battlefield. Move this unit to your deck, then summon a random unit from your deck into the that we could work with. Let's lose the trap and the forager. We'll play one of these. We've got a camp up ahead.
The dwarves are demanding a pretty sum, but their steel's worthy of any crown. No offense meant. The Rivian blades don't hold a candle to their Mahakaman cousins. Their elders just a tad eccentric.
So this must be the traders that come through.
But their steel's worthy of any crown.
Right. Right, have we got a best path to go down? Okay, so we might as well go up, because this is the path. Okay, let's go in here. Okay, we've got a couple of puzzles and some loot. So is this one of the first monster slaying areas that the guy told us about? It's obviously Dwarven Mines, but then again, most of this area is going to be Dwarven Mines, isn't it? Let's try this one first. Mahakam is not unlike an iceberg. From what's visible on the surface is but a tiny fraction of the whole. In order to truly grasp the enormity of the Dwarven realm, one must venture beneath the earth, traverse miles-long passages, peer into chasms that seem to stretch into eternity. Before long, the foreigners can begin to lose all sense of time and space. Mine shafts appear identical, one after another, as if reflected in mirror fashion from mountain crystal. We have been using our leader ability. But this is special rules. Look into the eye of your foe. What separates you is but only a mirror. Okay, so we're going to be having like a mirror deck against us? Ooh, interesting. It is a custom deck, though. So it means it's going to be a custom ability. I doubt we'll get our broadsword. Shortened. Oh! Okay, so we're just using trinkets? Okay, so perhaps these can be arranged. Oh, right. So we've got to move the stones around. Choose a stone, swap it with the stone to its left. If there is none, move it to the rightmost place on the other row. So that needs to go up to there. Then those two need to swap. And then that one will need to swap as well. Do we know what the orange stones do? No. Oh no, we moved their ones. Okay. So we need to see what happens when two blue stones go together. So we can't do our own? We're not allowed to do that. Okay. Maybe they need to be both on the same line? I don't know. We've suddenly turned into a match 3 game. Though we've only got 2 lines. So they don't stack top to bottom, so maybe they have to stack next to each other? No, being next to each other doesn't seem to do anything. Oh, it's a mirror image, so we've got to have... Okay. Right, okay. We've got to create a mirror image of what we see here. Right. That's what it was trying to tell us. I was expecting we have to have two jewels together and they do something. So we have to have a mirror image effect. So that needs to be up there. Then we have a blue. Then we have an orange. So we're going to have to move the orange all the way across, really. At some point. Eventually we want to... okay, right. Move those two. You move up there. So yeah, green's going to have to move all the way across. Right, so those two are matching now. We're going to have this move across so we can get it onto the back row. And then we just need to move these two. Okay, that was it. That's literally it. We had one spare move in our hand as well. Got a Zoria runestone. What's that do for us? We can have a play around with our trinkets, remember. So the Zoria damage all enemies by 3. Now, I'll stick with what I've got for now. Okay. So we went in one tunnel, came out the next. This is going to be another merchant, isn't it? Swap gold for wood, maybe? Oh no, a map. Majesty, human traveller, he's offered to sell us a treasure map. Says he sorted out once, but got caught in a blizzard. Now fears return to the mountains. Yet he swears by the gods, should we follow it exactly, we shall uncover untold riches. Yeah. I mean, it's 50. We can certainly afford it. Okay, was that similar to... Is that back up here? Is it that tunnel? It's got to be that tunnel, hasn't it? Though it did say all the dwarven tunnels look alike. No, this is going to be it. Can we move this anyhow? Let's have a look. Maps. Oh no, there's a Trina hut. Okay, so we've got to look for a Trina hut. So I don't think there was another tunnel here, was there? Obviously that one which we went through, but no, there wasn't down here. No. And once again, all it's going to be is a golden chest with a avatar border thing for the main game of Gwent. Gwent? Gwent! Jeez, what's happening to me? Right, is this the way we're supposed to be going? Oh no, they both loop round. Okay, doesn't matter. We can go either way. Lonely Rock.
Meve noted a crowd of dwarves. They were several dozen, many holding baskets brimming with dried sausages, soft, puffy pretzels, and jugs of frothy beer.
What is this gathering?
It's a party!
These folk, they're the parents of youngsters who are to return today from their Drek thing.
Gabor proceeded to explain that the Drekthag was a trek upon which the local dwarves would embark when they reached maturity. During this year-long voyage, young folk would taste of life beyond their home. Yet if they failed to return on time, they would be stripped of all rights and privileges accorded to Mahakam's natives.
See, in recent years, young folks' blood's been boiling on account of the strict laws in force here.
Gabor added.
So, we send them out. Let them taste life in the lowlands. Once they've learned for themselves what it's like to live among humans, they come back and ain't likely to complain.
Customarily,
isn't there
only
something
a few
similar to that
dwarves
in
ever
like
decided to remain in the valleys for good.
Mormon culture?
That year, however, was
Deadline's the
when youngsters in Mormon culture,
Drake
they
Thagger's still
take a
holding
year
it
to
up.
go
Their
out and
parents
actually
now
use
worried
technology
that
and things
some
like that, and then they
misfortune
can come
would
back to the
befall
community if they want to.
The Mahakaman Guard had sent out patrols to the near reaches of the valleys.
Mormons or Quakers or something
They
like that, isn't
returned
it?
not having seen anything distressing, while the humans living at the foot of the massif had been largely unwilling to talk. The guard captain, a dwarf with a fiery red beard, removed his helmet, wiped the sweat from his brow, and addressed Meve.
Your Majesty, we need to find our youth. Perhaps you'd be willing to go out and search. Human folk are more like to tell you if they saw anything out of the ordinary of late. Naturally, there'd be something in it for you too.
So we're going to go and find a bunch of missing kids.
One could say I myself have lost a son,
Meve gripped the captain's hand firmly.
and I know well the pain that comes. I shall do all in my might to spare you at least that.
Meve set off, the hopeful gazes of the dwarven parents bidding her farewell. The Queen sent a scout ahead. Sometime later, she heard his horn. 3 blasts, 2 short, 1 long.
An ambush!
Meve expected to combat beasts or robbers. Yet upon her force descended warriors with squirrel tails attached to their helms. Scoia'tael.
So maybe it was a good thing we don't have Rayla with us. Meve was prepared for clashes with brigands, monsters, Nilfgaardians, but Scoia'tael? In the high mountains near the very gates of Mahakam? What did they seek? The Queen did not know, yet one conclusion seemed clear. At the very least, they sought her head on the pike. Now, because we let the Scoia'tael general get buried, is this going to swing in our favour? It is a standard battle. What can we do? I'm going to lose the horn. Well, hey. We don't need the medic yet. We can use that to draw cards. We can use that to replay and draw cards even. We can move stuff so Gascon's working. We've got that to work with that. We can do some decent damage. We can burn stuff. We can... yeah. We're going to take all those. Yeah, that's fine.
Scoia'tael! Don't let them escape!
Damage an enemy by 5 and its adjacent units by 2. Well, it soaked up some damage, I suppose. It's got a 3-turn cooldown on that. Okay. We're going to have to find an ability that clears weather effects, aren't we? Being up here, we keep getting hit by the frost. So it's going to be something we're going to have to deal with. Do I put the Wagenberg out or do I burn? Let's burn, baby, burn.
Watch your heads!
Right! Come on! Who's fast?
Dwarven Marauder. Every turn on turn end boosts self by 1 if biting frost is on the enemy row. Oh, shit. Okay. That feels like an immediate thunder. Thunderstruck! Yeah, because he's just not going to go away else, is he? Yeah, I'm getting rid of this guy before he's too much of a problem. And you know what? I'm going to use my ability as well.
got a hearty hankering for Gwent.
Okay, well, we can deal with that again. He's going to continue to boost himself. We can do 10 points of damage.
I shall not fail!
Whenever a non-elf unit is destroyed, boost self. That was disappointing. We lost our Wagenberg. Okay, I'm kind of considering passing here. I'm going to pass. And then go all out in the next couple of rounds. Oh, that's resilient as well. Shit. Choose a card to redraw. Let's redraw cavalry. Ooh, we get Gabor. Okay. Let's, yeah, dump a war wagon. And we get a medic, yeah, I'm happy with that.
We ought to help one or the other.
Right, where's my medic? I want to get back to the war Wagenberg.
Swine in that jacket.
Oh. Of course it would bloody be random. It's on random!
None shall tread on us!
What blitz cards have we got?
You can try to win them all, but you won't. Now we will see who is weak.
Goddamn Scoatel. Cooldown's 1 on that? Okay, that needs to go. If we do... no, we can't do 4 points of damage and then do that, yeah. Though with that, yes, okay. Oh, I should have played this first.
Give me
that was a misplay. Right, can't heal up now.
Oh, if anyone's got any hoots left.
Damage up to 2 enemy units by 3.
Have her done in a jiffy.
So it plays it from our deck. So it's worth actually having the deck stacked with it. So it's not the hand. We're not playing it from the hand. We're playing it from the deck. Okay, so in that case, it's worth maybe keep it... If we keep this in the deck and try and fish for Gaber, that means we can draw Gaber and 2 Blitz cards in 1 turn. We go for these 3. We've got 3 at 5, so when we take a swing, we can maybe do something.
Elven blarney. Shit.
Every turn on turn end, boost self 1. Okay, well, this has been a tough fight. You know what?
A dram of glue, a bit of soldering, a rivet or two, and it's good as
Let's
new.
burn everything. There you go. Yeah, well, we were going to pass as well. Start off with 6. We've got a medic, so we can pull something out. And wow, 43 Let's just play that. I'm not redrawing. I'm not redrawing any of them. I'm kind of happy with all of those. Let's play the medic. What do we get?
Can't take it anymore.
It's not great. You're gonna kill one of them, I know. Ah, here comes the cold. Although that's gonna die. And he's going to take a bunch of damage. Ooh, we can burn shit.
Catch! Can't take it anymore. Scoia'tael! Attack!
And this is going to kill that. Okay, if I pull the dog back, it's not going to die. Or is that worth doing it for something else? No, it's worth saving the puppy. Oh no, I can't. I'm not allowed to. Okay. Is it the immunity thing is preventing us? Okay. Well, I guess we play you then.
God's blessed.
Up to 79 in one foul swoop. Let's see you do damage to that guy.
Now we must stick together. Yeah.
Oh no, puppy! Go on then. We'll kill you. I suppose we should really move
Storm's
him.
coming. Let's enjoy the weather while we still can.
Ooh, they do have mercenaries. 2 turns on turn start to damage units by 6. Can I pull that from our hand? Will it actually be possible to pull that? So it's not actually going to affect us? We can, actually. Okay, cool. I'll take it.
Well, if anyone's got any hooch left.
That on you, and Probably not going to be enough. Nope, still one off. Though the fire could kill it.
This is elven land, Dwan, upon which your kind dies.
Do I want to take the damage from the frost or just pass? Let's just pass.
They're so
We could have got up to like
No
100
wonder they were
points of
easily
damage, but...
manipulated.
100 points of power, it's not damage, is it?
As soon as the battle had come to an end, the prisoners were brought before the Queen. All, without exception, were dwarves, and all looked to be youthful.
No, there was definitely some elves in there.
Muttered Meve. In fact, these were the missing Drechthaggers. Instead of returning home, they had enlisted with guerrillas fighting for non-human rights. But what had prompted so drastic a decision?
I was impatient. Wanted badly to turn 50. I couldn't wait to see human cities. Vitsima, Tretigo, Novigrad.
Said one of the dwarven prisoners while pressing a bandage to a bleeding wound.
And you know the welcome that awaited me there. I was spit upon and called names. I saw ghettos, massacres. And how was I to go back to the mines after that? We must fight while we still can. Before the humans come to cut us down, we must tell the rest of ours the same. Pull all Mahakam into the fight.
Meve's soldiers stood waiting for her to protest, to accuse the dwarf of lying. But the Queen could not pretend she did not understand why the dwarf had taken up arms. Without entering into a discussion, she ordered the prisoners taken to be tried and judged by their kin and elders. The dwarven parents thus got their offspring returned to them, albeit wounded and in chains. Bruva Hoog, who had limitless disdain for the Scoia'tael, demanded the dwarven youth be severely punished for succumbing to the rebels' seductive ideals. In the end, the Drechthaggers were sentenced to 50 years hard labor in the quarries. The Elder-in-Chief believed a half-century of swinging a pickaxe would sufficiently cool the hot heads of these would-be guerrilla fighters.
They came back alive. That's the key part.
The red-headed captain said, handing Meve a pouch as a reward.
And perchance by the time they're freed, the war twixt the races will be over, eh? What do you think, Queen?
Meve shrugged in response. Perhaps she had no opinion in the matter, or perhaps she simply did not wish to state it aloud.
War never changes.
Might be in jail, but at least they're back. That's most important. Might be in jail, but at least they're back.
That's all you got for us. Ooh, we've got a shrine. Do we want to boost our morale? Maybe not just yet. We'll have a look what's in the offing for us. Because we can always fast travel back here if we need to.
The Queen noted a building with unusually lavish ornamentation, including shining bronze roof tiles and glistening rock crystal window panes. An important clan dwelled there, Gabor explained. The Breckenrigs.
Could you introduce me?
Meve asked.
Perhaps I can convince them to intercede with Bruva on my behalf.
The clan head, Iva, invited Meve to an exquisite feast. But when she broached the subject of the war raging just outside Mahakam's borders, the dwarf changed the subject at once. Looking around the interior, Meve quickly understood why. The walls were ordained with Nilfgaardian tapestries and rugs. Gifts from friendly Imperial envoys, no doubt. Meve prepared to leave, convinced she had wasted her time, when someone clasped her shoulder and pulled her into a darkened room. Her kidnapper turned out to be a young dwarf. Female, it seemed, dressed in her nightshirt. She introduced herself as Iva's daughter, Eudora Breckenrigs, and openly admitted she had eavesdropped on Meve's dinner conversation.
Listen, me dad's stubborner than an old goat, but I'll convince him to help ye. For a wee favour, that is.
What kind of favour?
What? I want you to steal something from the clan archive. Historiae Mahakamorum, 'tis called. See, me dad won't let me betroth me sweetekin Zoltan. Says the codex forbids
Zoltan!
marrying a dwarf who's left the mountains. But there's precedent. Just such a case described in that document. If I can show it to Da, he'll have to change his mind.
Yeah, well, all dwarves, male and female, rock the beard.
Especially considering the favor Eudora could do her in return. But she fully realized if her attempt to break into the archive ended badly, it would result in a tremendous scandal Bruva Hoog would not soon forget.
We've got thieves with us. We've got a bandit leader. Surely we can send him in.
The pot's worth the play, I believe. Fine. I accept your offer.
They then shook hands.
Oh, so how you doing, Jugay? When's the interview? I know you mentioned it. Was it yesterday, day before?
Meve returned to her company and, massaging her sore hand, presented Eudora's offer. Gascon volunteered for the task.
I told you.
Thievery's my forte. The dwarves won't notice a
Next Thursday, is it? Well, if I don't speak to you or I forget before then, good luck.
Gascon snuck into the archive under the cover of darkness. Just as he was tucking Eudora's desired document into his cloak, he heard dwarven boots clanking down the stairs.
Damn it!
Gascon swore.
I can't let them catch me.
At the campfire, Gascon had proclaimed himself a true master of stealth. He claimed he could cross Novigrad Market in full light of day wearing naught but a jester's cap with bells, and not a soul would notice. Well, time had come for the Duke of Dogs to show his bark had some bite. To escape, move Gascon light-footed to the bottom right corner of the battlefield. Use Gascon using your leader power. Puzzle, special rules, shorten battle, custom deck. So, bottom right corner. So we've got to get him down here. So it looks like they're patrolling. And our power is move south to an adjacent vertical or horizontal position. Well, these choose a Mahakam guard and force them to turn around. Wait for the Mahakam guard to take a step. Okay, well, let's use our ability. They look. That guy looks like he's going that way. That guy looks like he's going that way as well. Oh, it's the way they're facing. Does this recharge? I would hope so. I guess we creep along. Is it a recharge time of 6? Turn start getting 3 charges. We turn him early.
Huh? Who's there?
What a nub. That was close.
Right, we should be able to move across. Move again.
Stop! Who's there?
Oh, he can see us. Ah! I didn't realise. I thought we could get right up close and that. We should actually check what they're... maybe they've got a certain line of sight. Moves, move position, one position. If it reaches the edge of the battlefield, turns around. Yes, well, we'd figured that much. Okay, well, we want to move down. Move down. Move across. And then we want you to turn early.
Huh? Who's there?
What a nub. That was close.
So if we use our ability... Was it at this point he saw us?
Stop!
Yes, it was. So he can see 2 tiles away. Okay. Actually, let's see how many tiles away they can actually see. Is it 2 tiles or is it just line of sight? It must be 2 tiles. Because are we going to walk straight into this guy?
Stop.
Yes. Yeah.
Who's there?
I feel like we've got to move closer, further along the top. Though you're going to move into our vision as well.
Huh? Who's there?
What a nub. That was close.
We move down. Now we can probably chase our way across with no issues. So we're a couple of tiles away from him constantly, I would imagine. We could probably do a misdirect as well. Just to give ourselves a little more breathing room.
Piece of cake.
Ah!
Yes, we go cross 1, down 1, down 1. And then we just wait a turn. We're fine. We're out of here.
Just a bit more.
Yep. Literally one more turn. That's it.
Luckily, Gascon managed to do the deed quietly, so the dwarves never found out who had broken
I
in.
don't know. We had to restart a couple of times.
Meve handed Eudora the stolen document.
Valmir's horn.
The dwarf shouted, raising the parchment in a triumphant gesture.
Da can't do nothing to stop her making vows now. I've got to write Zoltan right quick. Thanks. Thanks a million times over.
And Eudora did her part too. Soon after, the Queen learned there'd been a gathering of the clans, and Ivor had indeed spoken on her behalf. She could only hope the elder Breckenriggs had swayed Bruva Hoog as well.
Well, one clan down, probably another 2 or 3 to go.
Eudora Breckenriggs Chive. Oh, I truly like the sound of that. Oh, there's nothing like solidarity between ladyfolk. Nothing at all. Dad's stubborn, but I always find a way with him in the end. The right stratagem, and he turns into putty in my mitts. Dad's stubborn.
Okay, that's all of them. Merchant. Ooh, I think we can afford 1,000 for 800 wood. Alright, that gives us plenty of materials to work with then.
You can count on us, Queenie. Ivor'll be a wall at your back, stout and strong. You're no cold without a beard. What are you poking me for? Ah, scrounging for coin, no doubt. Righty then, take this pouch and kindly get off my arse.
See, it's always worth prodding them several times, isn't it? Go on then. Let's leave you be. You've given us some money. We don't want to annoy you too much. Oh, okay.
Ah, you thundering dope! I told you to hold your horses or you'll shake the hitch loose.
Oh, now you're a bleeding expert, are you? You overloaded the damn cart, that's why it's busted.
A wagon lay strewn across the middle of the road. Behind it stood others, some loaded with gold, jewels, and other valuables, others groaning under barrels of pickled meat. Each dwarf had his own theory about how the accident had come about, and thundered it out to all and sundry.
Bad workmanship on the wheels, I think.
An odd caravan.
Meve said.
They don't look like merchants.
Nay, they ain't.
Gabor answered.
Dwarves of the Ferens clan, carrying gifts for the Drake. Remember Keltulus?
Ah, right. This is how they keep him quiet.
Ferences fought him for near a century. Then the dragon got weary of fighting and they realised he weren't going nowheres, so they cut a deal. He didn't bother them. They give him what he needs.
Well, well. And these offerings they send often?
Every week. Excuse me, got to separate them lads, for they tear out each other's beards. Hey there! Cool your idiot heads!
Gabor managed to douse his brethren's fiery tempers, but the wagon still lay across the road, blocking all traffic.
Queen,
said Xavier.
There's an easy repair. I've the tools, the parts. Need but your permission.
Of course. Go see what can be done.
Xavier did indeed make quick work of the problem. Within moments,
it's good having an engineer on our side, isn't it?
Road, good as new.
Well, shaft me, your highness,
said one of the dwarves.
Your engineer's got a pate like stewed meat, but he kens his trade. That's for certain.
I'll convey your words to him. Or at least part of them.
Me and the lads will be on our way now, but first, take this. Bit of gold by way of thanks.
Why would we refuse? Would it, they taking it out of the trove for the dragon, and this would infer the ire of the dragon? Do we really want to fight a massive drake? I'm greedy. Let's take the god.
Meve said, accepting the surprisingly heavy pouch.
In wartime, every copper counts.
The dwarf bowed in parting, shook the snow off his beard, then rejoined his caravan. Within a few moments, the wagons had disappeared around the bend.
Well, you know what? We will leave it there. I need to go grab myself a coffee and that, and then we'll get prepped and ready for Just Cause in, what is it, 15 minutes time the embargo lifts. So we can have a quick look. Are you a merchant? You look like a merchant to me. 4 men for a piece of card. Milady, the forge belongs to a famous armourer by the name of Nico Skaggs. Truly, never in my life have I seen a finer studded leather and mail. He's willing to sell, but not for coin. He's buried up to his neck in it. Instead, he asks for labour, new hands he can train and work the forge. Yep, we'll take the card piece. Ooh, this is a different card. Card fragments. Tainted Ale, Northern Wind. Okay, so there's actually 2 available in this area. But regardless, like I said, we will call it there for today. We can save and exit to the main, yes. Like I said, I need to go grab myself coffee and quickly nip to the loo again. And then when we come back, we should be... Well, you can see we're into a 3rd chapter now, Mahakam. We should be set and prepped, ready to start at 5 with a little taster of Just Cause. So let me put my marker in here.